Today, we delve into the hidden dark world of Scorpios as we reveal their top 10 toxic traits they strive to keep hidden. This video will lighten their darkest side, from intense emotions to secretive tendencies. The first dark side trait of Scorpios is their jealousy. Scorpios, with their passion and intensity, have a deeply ingrained desire for emotional engagement. However, this can sometimes manifest as jealousy, like a shadow cast by their fervor for life. It's not that they are inherently mistrustful, but their emotional investment can make them fear losing what they care about. This fear can sometimes lead to possessiveness or even suspicion, even when there's no real reason for doubt. But jealousy is more than just a character flaw. It's a sign of their commitment and deep involvement. It's a trait that's born from their fear of being hurt, their desire to protect their relationships, and their struggle to control their powerful emotions. It's a part of their nature, just like their strength and their passion. And while it can be challenging, it's also a testament to their depth of feeling and their capacity for love. Moving on, the second trait is their secrecy. Scorpios are known for their mysterious nature, and this is often because they tend to keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves. They're like deep, still waters. Beneath the surface, there's a world of thoughts, feelings, and ideas that they rarely share with others. This secrecy isn't due to a lack of trust, but rather it's a form of self-protection. They guard their inner world fiercely, careful not to reveal too much, too soon. However, this can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. Others may perceive them as distant or unapproachable, and their reluctance to share their feelings can create a barrier between them and the people they care about. But again, this is not a sign of coldness or indifference. Rather, it's a reflection of their depth, their complexity, and their need for emotional security. Despite these traits, Scorpios are not bad people. They just have their own unique challenges. Just like every sign of the zodiac, Scorpios have their strengths and weaknesses. Their jealousy and secrecy are just two aspects of their multifaceted personality, and while they may present some challenges, they also contribute to the richness and complexity of their character. Moving on, the third negative trait of Scorpios is their stubbornness. Now, we all know that Scorpios are known for their fierce determination. It's what makes them great leaders and relentless workers. They have a goal, they set their sights on it, and they pursue it with everything they've got. But sometimes, this determination can turn into stubbornness. When a Scorpio has made up their mind about something, it can be nearly impossible to sway them. They can become so fixated on their own perspective, their own path, that they close themselves off to other possibilities. This stubbornness can lead to missed opportunities and strained relationships. Next up is the fourth trait, their manipulative nature. Scorpios are incredibly intelligent, there's no doubt about it. They're strategic thinkers, always planning their next move. But sometimes they can use this intelligence in ways that aren't so admirable. They can be manipulative, using their sharp minds to orchestrate situations to their advantage. Now, this isn't to say that every Scorpio is scheming behind the scenes, but their natural ability to strategize can sometimes tip over into manipulation, particularly when they feel threatened or cornered. And finally, the fifth trait, possessiveness. Scorpios are fiercely loyal to their loved ones. They would do anything for the people they care about. But this loyalty can sometimes morph into possessiveness. They can become overly protective, wanting to keep their loved ones close at all times. This might come from a place of love, but it can feel stifling to those on the receiving end. It's important for Scorpios to remember that caring for someone doesn't mean controlling them, but they're also passionate, loyal, and intelligent. Every sign has its strengths and weaknesses, and Scorpios are no exception. Next, the sixth negative trait of Scorpios is their resentment. Now, it's not that they're simply prone to holding grudges. Scorpios, being fiercely loyal and passionate, invest a lot into their relationships. This investment, this emotional dedication, can sometimes bounce back as resentment if they feel betrayed or let down. It's not out of malice, but rather a reaction to the deep sense of disappointment they feel. They trusted, they believed, and when that trust is broken, it's hard for them to let go of that hurt. Moving on to the seventh trait, we encounter their intensity. Scorpios are known for their intensity. whether it's their gaze, their passion, or their dedication. They don't do things by halves. It's all or nothing for them. This intense nature, however, can sometimes be overwhelming for others. It's like standing too close to a bonfire. The heat, the light, the energy, it's all very exciting. But step too close and it can get a bit too much. This intensity can sometimes unintentionally push people away, making relationships a bit challenging for our Scorpio friends. Lastly, the eighth trait is their impatience. Efficiency and productivity are the keys to a Scorpio's heart. They value their time and expect others to do the same. This desire for efficiency, however, can sometimes translate into impatience. They want things done, and they want them done now. And while this may help them get ahead in a fast-paced world, it can sometimes put unnecessary stress on them and those around them. These traits can be challenging, but they also make Scorpios who they are. They are fiercely loyal, intensely passionate, and incredibly efficient. These traits, while they may seem negative, also highlight their strengths. It's all about perspective, isn't it? How we choose to see these traits, as challenges or as strengths, can make all the difference. After all, every rose has its thorns, and every Scorpio, their traits. Finally, the ninth negative trait of Scorpios is their moodiness. Scorpios are known for their emotional intensity. It's part of what makes them such passionate, dedicated individuals. However, this intensity can sometimes come with a downside, and that is mood swings. Like the depths of the ocean, Scorpios' emotions can be calm one moment and turbulent the next. This unpredictability can make it challenging for those around them, as they may not know which version of the Scorpio they're going to get on any given day. However, it's important to remember that these mood swings often stem from a Scorpio's deep-seated sensitivity. They feel things deeply, and that can sometimes be a double-edged sword. It makes them empathetic and understanding, but it can also make them susceptible to emotional upheaval. Moving on, the 10th and final negative trait is their vindictiveness. Scorpios are known for their strong sense of justice. They believe in an eye for an eye, and if they feel they've been wronged, they won't hesitate to seek retribution. This desire for justice can sometimes turn into a desire for revenge. Scorpios are not ones to forget a slight quickly. They remember every detail, every word, every action. And if they feel they've been wronged, they can hold on to that grudge for a long time. Their vindictiveness is not out of spite, but rather a deep-rooted belief in fairness and justice. However, this trait can sometimes get them into trouble. Holding on to grudges can prevent them from moving forward, and their desire for revenge can sometimes lead them down a path they may later regret. These traits can make Scorpios seem intimidating, but they are also part of what makes them unique. They are complex, passionate individuals with a depth of emotion and a sense of justice that is rarely seen. And while they may have their negative traits, like all of us, they also have many positive ones that make them the incredible people they are. If you want to learn more about those amazing Scorpios, watch this next video, as we reveal why a Scorpio's love will change your life forever.